Hello, I'm Mike Bevan. I've spent my career working on both public and private sector digital transformations. As part of the UK Government's digital service, I led the Exemplar programme, which delivered 20 new digital services in 400 days. And now, at AWS, I spend my time advising governments around the world on how to approach, strategise and implement digital transformation projects. From this experience, I think there are broadly 6 areas or pillars that, if you get right, lead to success. The fourth pillar is about how organisations are able to buy modern digital capabilities. Modern digital services require a new approach to procurement. Organisations can turn this challenge into an enabler to access technology in a rapid but controlled and compliant fashion. There are even cases when governments have used the new approach to generate economic growth and access the most innovative technologies. Traditional technology procurement normally works with multi-year capital-based projects, and these don't fit with technology underpinning modern, responsive, agile digital public services, especially when technology evolves at an ever-accelerating rate. The modern way to build digital services is agile, meaning it evolves based on user research, prototype testing and iterating. Procurement that needs upfront specifications, binding decisions and capital investments is constraining the ability to deliver better services for less money. This approach also locks in the outcome at the point of least knowledge, i.e. before any research or testing has taken place. For example, in the UK, the digital transformation approach of building alpha models in about 6 months and then moving to beta required procurement that supported 6-month contracts with specialist delivery teams that could be set up in 2 to 4 weeks only. Similarly, sourcing and integrating pre-built components like workflow or forms capture doesn't work well with traditional procurement. Government services are built in a vertical silo, meaning that, for example, a health-related service is built separately to a welfare payment service, but they both have a user experience, data mediation, a rules engine, databases, etc., and all of these are procured in a bespoke way, when they're in fact the same common components. As a result, governments buy the same components repeatedly for services in different verticals. Instead, they can explore the best way to build the user experience, what are the right rules engines or databases, and what common patterns appear across these services. Then they can source the components for multi-use. An analysis undertaken in 2015 of UK public services across more than 467 agencies showed that more than 80% of them manage funding, 15% handled permissions or licensing, and 5% lent or collected money in a specialised way. Another study of the UK Department of Work and Pensions looked at 31 benefits, who all had the same service pattern. This indicates a high degree of duplication inside vertical services, instead of looking for the patterns and sourcing for those patterns. Having government procurement specialists in multidisciplinary teams implementing transformation means it's simpler to co-create policies that work with modern digital capabilities. This blending of procurement and technology expertise also supports stronger buying knowledge and capability on the government side, generally increasing the likelihood of gaining value for the taxpayers' money. For example, in the UK, the procurement transformation led to the creation of a government digital marketplace, which transformed the way suppliers work with government. Rather than weighty contracts on paper, consuming huge amounts of time and effort, and even deterring small or medium-sized suppliers from bidding, the process streamlined and moved online. This has resulted in the G-Cloud 13 framework having 90% small or medium-sized suppliers. With £1.5 billion of share of government spend, an average of £150 million each year has been accrued in commercial benefits over G-Cloud's lifetime. In Ukraine, the Prozorro open procurement approach has led to a 15% increase in the average number of bids per tender, a 45% increase in the average number of unique suppliers, and a saving of $6 billion between 2015 and 2020. Transparency throughout procurement builds trust and drives better participation and innovation amongst suppliers, who can see the opportunities and are motivated to develop their activity and offer it to government, or even see what their competitors are winning with government and enter the market. The UK's approach resulted in a 48% of government spending with small and medium businesses. So as you can see, reforming procurement processes and the organisation's ability to buy modern digital capabilities is critical. Thank you for watching. We just discussed one of the 6 pillars of digital transformation in government, Please use the links below for the other pillars and supporting material and tools to help your customers with their digital transformation.